Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Marketing Podcast, your source for all things marketing. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at Ask Adam Torres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Marisa Cali on the line, and she's founder and chief amazement officer over at All the Social. Marisa, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Adam. I appreciate it.
All right, so I'm excited to get into today's topic. So LinkedIn personal branding strategy. I mean, a lot of people, we got a lot of that's our crowd, business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives, and they need help with their LinkedIn. I know because I've seen some of them, and I have some of them on this show, no offense. That being said, though, before we get into that, I do want to go a little bit further into what you're doing over at All the Social. Tell us a little bit more about the company, please.
Yeah, so I have been in business for a while, and right now I am focused on helping other business owners like myself to grow their businesses, and a lot of that comes with, having online credibility. And when it comes to professional sense, LinkedIn is where it's at when it comes to your personal brand. And a lot of business owners think, I got to think about the sale, I have to think about where's my next sale coming from? Let me put a fancy picture up on Facebook and Instagram and that'll bring me a sale, right? But a lot of when you're doing business is when you're doing business with other people and other business professionals and decision makers. And those people are on LinkedIn. And a lot of people for a long time thought that LinkedIn was just a resume site. I'm going to put my resume up there and maybe a recruiter will contact me about a job. But now it's turned into this platform where business owners and C-level executives and people that make those decisions are networking and building relationships and validating each other's work with recommendations and interaction within the community and the industry, finding out what's going on. And so LinkedIn has really stepped up when it comes to that. And it can prove to be really effective for those who are doing business with other people. Like, are they talking to is someone that is a sales executive or a consultant talking to other salespeople? Maybe they're selling software. Maybe they're selling mindset coaching. I mean, that it could go that far. And right now, a lot of people are really not sure how to express that in a professional sense. And they already do it when they're talking to people on the phone. They just need to put it online on LinkedIn. And their website and all the other things, but I
love it, and it makes perfect sense. And the thing is I tell people all the time, and this is the thing. I think when LinkedIn did start, I feel like everybody was just signed up somehow, and it was just a place for your resume. But it has grown so much. So if you're listening to this and you're still sleeping on LinkedIn, I'm telling you, I wish I could have a stat. Maybe there is one out there, but if we could really understand the billions of dollars that are transacted based on people that meet each other on LinkedIn and that do business with each other based off of the meeting each other on LinkedIn. I wish we had a number for that. Maybe it's out there and I just don't know it, but I just know many people that LinkedIn has been the deciding factors in their business and changing their entire lives in case. I'm not trying to oversell. By the way, everybody listening, I'm not a LinkedIn affiliate. I wish I was. If I got money from signing people up on LinkedIn, my team and me, I'd be on the corner signing people up right now. I don't care. And I'd be getting paid. But that being said,
if you're looking for numbers, 63 million decision makers are on there, and that's based on the role that they've decided to put as their main role. So even if that's half of that, and then you think about how much dollars is associated to one person, whether, in a business, you multiply that, right? What is the average of their monthly income or revenue that they're generating, and then multiply that by half of 30 million, right? So that could be 30 million just in a month. I don't know. It really just depends on how frequent people are doing business there.
So Marisa, where do you find that a lot of people go wrong on creating their LinkedIn branding strategy? Because I know there's a lot of people listening right now that maybe don't know they're doing anything wrong.
I think they're too caught up on what they need to post. So it's great to have your profile all set and it's very clear and concise on what you do. And then they go to the next step. Okay, like, what do I talk about? Well, it really is simple to, like, who you are as a business owner, what offer you provide to the community. And, you know, if you could record maybe one of your sales calls or maybe one of your pitch meetings, anything like that. You basically take everything that you're pitching to your customer and you share it with them, but you're not saying at the end, sign up with me, right? Because that's a salesy type post. You have to think about what value you're bringing to the industry, to your community. And I know community is like a really broad word, but the people that are connected to you on LinkedIn are your community. Because if you are active enough, if you're engaging with them, they're going to remember you. I have people sending me messages like, oh, wow, like, you're killing it on LinkedIn, and I post one to two times a week. Like, that's not, like, abnormal for someone who's a busy business owner, right? It's just a matter of being intentional with what you provide and not thinking that you're going to make one post and it's going to equal 6 sales or whatever, you know, depending on the size of your company, right? It's building those relationships and showcasing your value and showcasing your expertise in a very succinct way. And I think you can do that with LinkedIn, especially now that they're putting in so many updates to the platform.
That's awesome. So, Marisa, that being said, I know I could talk LinkedIn all day long. I know you can too. That being said, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information on all the social, what's the best way for them to connect with you and your team?
You can connect with me at easy link, linkedin.allthesocial.com. That'll take you right to my profile. Hit that follow or connect request. Tell me that you've heard me on your podcast so that I know that it's not a bot. It's not a robot saying, hey, I want to connect with you, because that is very important. I want to make sure that I'm bringing people into the community that I have that are also going to want to learn from the information that I have to share. So LinkedIn,
and I love it.
Social.com.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Marisa, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more tips on branding strategies for LinkedIn. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you get a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review in the Apple iTunes Store, and if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Marketing, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments on the video. I mean, love to know what kinds of things you're working on and what kind of projects you have going. And Marisa, thanks again for coming on the show.